Hey, Internet. Well, it is time for first pulling 9. Then I will probably go to basically all the things they shown yesterday in the stream. So basically the balance changes and what is in the season. And then we maybe do a codex one since I mean it would be nice to actually try out 9. And sadly, as much as I like the game, I don't want to go to all the story right now to unlock the new chaos. I mean, we're gonna get to it. But yeah, just do a codex one instead, especially since there's also new stuff in the codex. So that could be fun. And without further ado, we just do the degenerate gambling, because we do love gambling. You don't need to show me this again. Actually, out of curiosity, how many pulls do I have? Maybe I should go degenerate gambling. That is not. There's the exchange shop. The exchange shop is just where it will do the math for me. I have like 600 pulls. That's that's good. Right, here we go. We're gonna skip through this since there's gonna be a lot of pulling. Also, sadly, the 4-stars, that's a lot of 4-stars. On this banner I already have maxed out. But hey, more currency for partners and dupes. Don't know exactly. Oh, that is. Was it early? I did not actually look. It's okay-ish, I would say. Yippee. Okay, now the anticipation of gambling. Oh boy, another Amir. I maybe really should invest into my Amir. She might become more interesting with all the Vanguard changes. Yippee. Ooh, this is... I mean, did I have... I don't think I had... No, I did have Fugo before. That is Satch then. Oh no, I did not have Fugo before? I did not have Fugo before. That's neat then. That's neat. One step closer to dominance. And heck, actually unlocking everyone. So yeah, now I only miss Luke, Veronica, and Calipe. Kinda sad that, I miss like basically 2 of the 3 best units on the standard banner, I would say. I guess Melin is probably the best one, but yeah, Veronica and Calipe are also top tier from this. It's something. I'm not too sad. Back to the gambling mines. With the gambling mines, now we know who we're getting. Hey, maybe we can still get some egos for 4-stars. Oh, that's pretty early. There she is. There is my Vanguard woman that is gonna hit very strong. I'm very interested in actually playing her and how she feels like in the end. I do like that she still has very unique gimmick. No. Actually, I did not really look at her egos yet, if I would want. I do understand how she works. I did basically watch the stream of yesterday, but I did not really look at the manifest egos. Are they interesting? Do you want dupes? Targets may be selected for attack a fighting spirit. That's the thing that uses basically her exhaust card. Yeah. I mean, honestly, that sounds like a very good dupe then. At the start of Battle Grade 1 exploit opening. Honestly, getting a free card is also not bad. Especially since it won't clog up your deck. It's fair, that's a pretty good dupe too. That's neat. Maybe, I mean, I do see how E1 and E2 are pretty neat on it. I might simmer on it for a second. How does it look like in the shopping for us? I do want her partner. I guess the question is, do we... Oh, I do not even have enough for partners yet. So either we pull partner or we pull for more tube, basically. Like, that tubes for anyone I do not have maxed out yet. No. I do need bevel tubes for 4 stars. What else do I need? I do need... Man, I do need so many oven tubes still, which is ironic, I guess. I also... I do actually still need quite a lot of 4-star tubes. Guess we were not really weighed up on banners yet. No, in that case... That's not what I wanted to click. Let's keep gambling for either. Actually, I also wanted to gamble on the standard banner. I'm very decisive. That's not what I want to click. This one. We are close. I would love if... Okay, this is the pull. Well, next sample we're gonna get a good 5-star from this guarantee. Did basically plunder the monthly shop already, didn't I? I do not remember. I plundered this. Is there any... Where would else? The Traveler one? Yeah, I also got those pulls already this month. I do have the memory of a goldfish. But in that case, let's keep gambling. I wouldn't mind a tube on her. Hey, that is actually a man we needed. No, we are not as lucky anymore. Okay, I guess we are basically going to the guarantee here. Oh, I mean, I cannot be upset about it, Tesoro dupe, I guess. Right? How much currency do I have now? Shops. There's too many shops for me. I guess we do have enough for the partner. Fair enough. What do we get from this tube? On her... Moonlight of High Tide. Oh, that is the ego skill, yeah. I feel like 5 and 6 are always... Oh, 5 and 6. 3 and 5 are always so sad for characters. When let's create... This is gonna be a huge one. I do like getting more tubes on Chizuru. She is a fun character. Neat. I guess we can also get this ego. This ego of all time. I guess that 3 and 5, always being generic, is sometimes a bit sad. But hey, that's neat. Then let's level her up. And then probably go to the patch notes for now. I should have basically Yeah, she also gives me more pulls on the standard banner. PSB. I might actually not have enough books to promote her. Or maybe I do. I hope I do. We need to replenish. Let's also replenish material. Yep. Can live with that. With 3 farm did work out. Yippee. And 3 more pulls. Appreciate it. We also already, we want a bunch of potential. You always want the first one. I also did not really look at this yet. If 9's defense is greater than 300 or the attribute damage amount, and for every 10 defense exceeding additional. Yeah, so this is just more damage. Nobody dislikes that. Plus 5% damage to 9 slash, and if 9's defense is 9 slash, let's look at the cards, but yeah, this is just this. This is still worthless. I feel like... I don't know how to menu this game anymore. These potentials are like so often kinda skippable, sadly. Damage amount to slash cards, and that's the following effect. Increase the damage amount of exhaust cards by 15% for 1 turn. Okay. That makes the slashes at least a bit more valuable. I still don't feel like the slashes are good enough. Maybe I have enough AP economy. Here you get critical chance, which we do actually like. Critical damage, which we do like. Then this, which we do like. Also, since she's all defense-based, you really just have to go for defense on fragments. We also really probably would want the new memory fragments for her. So honestly, I have a bit of stamina. Going to memory fragments. This is the new one. Beast's Yearning Set. They also added some extra new things and names to epiphanies and everything, so it's a lot more easy to read and everything. I really much like that. Foresight plus some damage amount to justice order 5 times per turn. That's very straightforward. Generating or using extinction skill cards. That should be exhaustion, right? Also, is this like... This feels wrong. Let me pull up... I mean, we can already just look at the patch notes. I thought it would only click on exhaustion. Where's the new memory fragment I did not want? So I could just... I cannot type. Yeah, we also have the auto level basically, which we might... wait, I think it's only for the season chaos, which might be... Oh, that is just straight up damage 5 times per turn. But yeah, this should be an exhaust skill card. Oh, but to adjust this or the exhaust attack cards. That makes it worse. But I would probably want some of this anyways. And hey, we have the new enemies there. That's also amazing in a sense. So yeah, let's order this for a second. So that we have to go to all the levels again. But yeah, this creature summons monsters once every 3 turns, depending on the number of exhausted cards. Well, we do exhaust cards, so you should be happy with me. Anyways, I guess while we do that, we can start looking to the cool patch notes, baby. So, whoop. Go back to the top. So yeah, this is from the live stream yesterday. It was a cool live stream. I do prefer going to just the patch notes since, you know, the live stream lasts like 2 hours instead of watching it. So instead I will yap about it for 2 hours. I want to condense it slightly, basically. So yeah. First new thing with this, we're getting a new season. You might have noticed if you opened the game at this point. It's new season, baby. I'm excited. Seems to be relatively standard of what we're getting. Like, basically everything that was in first season, we also get this season. It did not really change much of that layout, but, you know, it worked. So yeah, we're getting a new story in 3 chapters, so with every new banner we will get 1 more chapter of the story. You need to be capped level 35 to unlock the first chapter, and then, you know, just play to the story. We get a new chaos, which we need to do the story, so we're not gonna go to this chaos right now. Maybe another stream. I mean, going to it in another stream for sure. I should also just probably or you did the first thing. This is when we go back to the game for a second. Next difficulty. Okay, it is farming again. So yeah, we also have again the same feature with the 8,000 score points you need to earn every week. Well, you don't need to, but yeah, for the rewards you want to earn 8,000. They did change already last season, and this got carried over that on higher difficulties you can earn up to 4,000 if you win the run. So optimally it's 2 runs. And what is also new, you can get the points from doing the codexes during the event. So that is huge quality of life. And there's also new codex stuff we will get to. So yeah, distortion adaptation will be added, which is basically just level sync if you do the new season chaos. And yeah, you will granted memory fragments, potentials will be unlocked, you will be leveled up. You can see, I guess it's not fully leveled up, so there's the incentive, you know, to build your characters, understandably. But, you know, that should help if you pull a new character and realize, shit, I did not have time to pre-farm beforehand or something like that. Very nice. Honestly, very great way to also just try out combatants yourself before you know if you really want to invest hard into them. You're gonna get a Nebula Distortion again. So that is the bosses that do have the distortion stacks. Honestly, I really like this as endgame content compared to something like Basin. We also have a new Basin, like every banner. But yeah, we're having new 3 bosses. We're gonna start with the Elemental Spirit for now. And then we will also get Viatius and Plague Lord. Then we also have the Great Rift again, which is gonna be 2 bosses. It will only start on the 2nd banner. We did 1 more farm of this. Beautiful. Next difficulty. So I also assume it's just totally gonna work the same with leaderboards and everything. We have a supply store. That is also basically the same with having 3 waves with every banner, where you can get new stuff. What is new is that there's a new item which will come to that is really amazing, that we will get 1 for free doing this. Actually, You also already see all the rewards. So yeah, the Flash of Potential, which is a new thing we come to later, but if you can, you really want to grab this, and well, your Tier of Gods always, and the Anchors. There's a lot of neat stuff in this shop as always. We got medals all now, this new basically, so you can show off your achievements on your profile and everything. We also kinda went over adding new profile stuff. Neat. So we got 9. I'm not gonna yap too much about her here, since I will make an actually standalone video with how to play her and everything. But yeah, she is a Vanguard Order character, DPS, with basically having the Hue card. Can I see it somewhere? There it is. With the gimmick that is a 3-cost card, but there's other ways to play it. Basically, you exhaust the card and then it levels up. It's very interesting, new unique thing. Looking forward to actually see this. Then we also have her partner. Her partner, also just going through it quickly, since I will mention in my other video, should be pretty good if you like 9. They're going the same route that, you know, 3 or 4-star characters might give you more flat stats, especially if you do like not max stack the partner. But what the partner will win out on is the passives, since, you know, you only need to trigger this once during combat. So yeah, when the Science Combat exhaust card is exhausted or activated, be increasing the damage-based amount of the next attack card by 20 to 40%. It's only max stack of 1, but yeah, you trigger this like every turn, so that is like already free 20% damage. And then we also gain basically at least 100% fixed shield whenever we exhaust a card with a cost of 2 or higher, which you also optimally would be doing with her every turn. So those will basically give you a lot of utility, with, you know, flat stat wise it's not the same. Then she also has caustic remarks on her ego skill, which is a new fact, which increases damage amount taken by 20% on enemy. If a shield is active, it's an additional 10%, so 30%. And that is basically for 5 attacks. That screams us like so much utility. And we have a lot of events also going on during the season. We have first basically the assignments for 9, so you can test her out. Yeah, training and battle missions, and you know, you get rewards if you do it. And yeah, we're gonna get those assignments always in waves. Waves. It's basically every few days now at release. I'm not sure why they stagger it. I really feel like they could just give us everything. Yeah, we completed another round. I will probably do next difficulty again. Maybe spend some of my tiers. I feel like getting some options for fragments for use later might be, you know, acceptable to use my stamina on. Anyways, back to this. So yeah, we're having a 9th Street Mercenary Office event, which is basically just some side objectives for extra currency, which you should get by just playing the game. Then, you know, just the trial stage where you quickly see how to play 9W and Amir with some rewards. Check-in events, you know, you log in, get rewards for the next, I think it's the next 3 weeks. We love to see that. And yeah, that lasts very long. So, you know, even if you are busy, you should get all the login rewards. And yeah, it has like 10 standard pulls. It has, you know, pulls for the cool animated cards, and also 10 limited banner pulls. Or well, made up banner pulls, I should say, since they're not really limited banners. Then just for the season event to basically gain stuff if you do seasonal stuff. Pretty straightforward. the Radiant Life is basically the new shop currency for this event. And it's basically just reach exploration level in the new seasonal chaos. We also have new missions that unlock daily that give us rewards. What was it called? Into the Depths of Chaos. It starts off with also doing a new mythical codex, which we will get to. Yeah, Clear Divine Intervention Codex. I think they're called mythical in game. You know, localization is sometimes hard. Yeah, they even show you already what you have to do. The Clear Divine Intervention Codex is something you slightly need to go out of your way in a sense. You just cannot only do Seasonal Chaos. But yeah, looking at this is basically just play Chaos, do your things. Straightforward. Just extra rewards. Then it is Valentine's Day soon, so also just extra login rewards where you get some slight stuff from consuming ether. You get some, you know, gifts for the characters. A bit of pull currency. When Guardian of Ark is already going on, I think. Or we're getting a new one, I guess. So yeah, this is going on right now. But we get another one where you just use enough policies, gain 3 pulls. Love to see it. We have also just mail rewards to get 10 signal. Is this the normal one? This is where I don't know. You know what? I can quickly look it up in game. I think signal amplification is the good one, but I might be lying too right now. So let's look in the shop. Yeah, signal amplification is the good one. So yeah, 10 weight up pulls. We love to see that. Also, I can do a higher difficulty of this. So let's go. Up. The new basin season begins. It's pretty standard, and you know, it's a support effect to make 9 better because you know she's got exhaust cards and has defense-based damage. She's really the only real combatant that can take good advantage of it, but you know, that's how gacha games work. Saves are social adjustments. I already went through it on my other patch note reading. The too long didn't read is that it is now more straightforward, that instead of, you know, the cost is calculated what you did during the run, you can look just at the deck at the end of the run. And then you will just see that it's always the same cost for things. Like, there's no thing of what we used in the past of just first converting a card into a different one and then deleting it back to make it cheaper. That just doesn't exist anymore. So, so basically, why does this chat do that sometimes? Yeah, starting cards and epiphany cards are not calculated in. Neutrals cards are always 20 points, whether they have epiphany or not. It will be more if there is a divine epiphany though still, I think. Monster cards are calculated 20, 15, 80, depending on their grade, which means we finally can use new monster cards in our decks. I don't think they have it written there, but in the last patch notes for the balancing they did mention which ones are which, so you can go back to that if you're really interested into looking for this. Divine Epiphanies count for 20 points. And then, yeah, card tubes, the first 2 tubes will not accrue any points, but afterwards it will be 40 points each tube. We can only tube 4 cards per save data, but you know, so far that really did not happen, so this is overall, I guess, futures saving and stuff like that, but you know, that restriction is a nothing burger if we could not hit it before. Removing cards out and starting cards is also not quant points, so like if you add a neutral card with 1 and then delete it later on, nobody cares, which is honestly a good choice. Each removed starting card is valued at 20 points, so you also don't need to do head math of how many did you remove yet or yet. You can only get 5 removals per save data. That is a bit sad. That is probably the only limit is, you know, you might actually really run into. But I guess if you do it still wide and early, you could make very thin decks. It just means, yeah, you could not cut out too many Epiphany cards, I guess. Let's go to next difficulty. Now, this is just min-maxing my time. Okay, back to patch notes. So yeah, we have a lot of just adjustments to mechanics and partners. First, the counterattacks and agony. I won and some partners. So a lot of stuff basically got rebalanced. And yeah, you could look those up. And you know, you will get compensated, especially since where is it? Can I quickly see it? No, it's not like highlighted anymore here, because basically what happened with this patch is that Cassius and Twassel, okay, they should come up first, did get kinda bigger reworks to main them in more, so you have no exploitable things. And because of that, we get Flash of Potential, which, you know, you have also already mentioned, can get from the event store ones, and you should get V from locking in. They're very valuable items. You cannot earn that much yet. I hope, you know, there's some more maybe weekly or monthly space to get them in the future. So the long didn't read for those things is that if you already have a save file, and you know, it is almost perfect, but you did not get that one epiphany you really wanted on maybe, for example, homing laser for Sarianel or something like that, then you can use this item on that save data and change the ego, the epiphany they rolled on it. And yeah, that uses up the item then, and you have the better save data. You can preview first without using up the item, and the Divine Epiphanies will be retained as long as it can still be applied. Basically, if there's a plus damage Divine Epiphany on a card and you change it from an attack to a skill, it wouldn't make sense to work at all, so that would get removed and stuff like that. But yeah, just double check before you use the item, and you should be more than fine though. Yep. So yeah, you also can get basically all the mats back you used on Twassel and Cassius if you are unhappy with the rework and invest it into somebody else. And yeah, we have a reset growth button that I guess you can use till the 25th of February. That's fair enough. Yeah, we also adjusted a lot of the epiphanies. Custom target cards will be reverted to base state with no epiphany applied, if, you know, to the new changes, which is also a bit sad. Cards that previously had Divine Epiphany applied will be displayed in rainbow colors, while cards that did not will be displayed in gold. You can click the card in the save data UI to activate the Epiphany. Standard Epiphany will apply, and the Divine Epiphany is guaranteed only for cards that previously had the Divine Epiphany applied. So yeah, just basically need to reapply some epiphanies if, you know, some stuff changed and it doesn't make sense anymore. Then we have a revamp of the Zero system upgrades, which has a lot of good stuff in it. You unlock the later tabs if only if you clear the codex on higher difficulties, but anyone that played actively the game should have everything unlocked right now. If not, you will progress through it. It has... The big change is basically, can I just find it? Yeah, in the first tab, you basically get some increased epiphany activation rates, which most of the time is pretty great as long as you don't fish for small decks. I should just another memory fragment form. Let's read why this. Okay. then in the second one, you will actually unlock meditation feature in the safe zones, which means you can retrigger epiphanies to reroll epiphanies for credits. Last one is also very significant, since then all the events that just do a random tube, you can select a character, so you get 3 cards of this character you can choose from instead of having 3 random cards to choose from. That is probably the thing you want to really go towards too, if you really want to maximize your save datas. So yeah, we got a new currency for this, and your old currency got converted into the new one. And yeah, also the old ones just got reset basically. And yeah, you would just automatically get this. You don't need to claim it from the mailbox or anything like that. So yeah, already what I mentioned beforehand about the season, if the Seed of Karmic Fire option is applied, which basically means that you get the mechanics of the seasonal chaos and all chaoses, you do get weekly progress for your seasonal weekly. Need to see, so you know you're not stuck farming one chaos only if you prefer to do some variety. And yeah, when it's activated, you will always get basically the standard chaoses without Laboratory 0, so you cannot double dip on mechanics, I guess. If you do not have it activated, you can get basically all the chaoses, and you may also get the old mechanics of forbidden cards. I also adjusted the rarity you get, and I did not know beforehand, but even that existed, of what kind of chaos you get depending on how you are merging the chaos. So up in clearing, you will now have high chances for mythic and legendaries basically. Legendary weight went overall up from just clearing, which is nice to see. But yeah, the real interesting part is that, yeah, if you use Chaos Orbs, which I guess later on you should have bankload of it, mythics are at 60%, which are a great way to farm more chaos currency. But not save data. I'll get to that, but you know, love to see that. We basically nerfed Gangrene. I guess you can say nerfed it, since it is now a harder penalty on your dungeon runs, so you will lose more health basically from 1 to 3% to 3 for 5%. We do not have the merchant cost discount event anymore, so we will now pay more stuff. But you know, we also got more ways to earn Chaos Orbs, so it should balance itself out if you play actively the game. Let's do another memory fragment farm. Can't wait to be done with this reading and then just look at our haul. Then we have the Mythic Codexes, which is new. So you have seen that, yeah, either just finishing dungeons and getting it that way, or from using Chaos Orbs, we have an easier way to get mythics, and then there's a 40% that if you get a mythic dungeon, that you get a cool unique additional option on them. And that means first unique option is the Divine Intervention. You will not gain save data from that anymore, but you will have like a harder one where you just meet straight up a god. And you know, you will get more orbs and stuff like that as compensation for not getting a save file. And it should just be harder and more unique, roguelike one, instead of just, you know, farming for your save file and doing the same thing over and over again. And yeah, that is just the thing to watch out. So yeah, we also have now the options as to turn it on or off if you want to have the Seed of Karmic Fire on all of your codex runs. And yeah, we will not have basically dimensional tunnels always, and they changed the naming to just, I guess, make it more in line how they're gonna do it in the future of just naming the option with whatever is the season called. Oop. You have an archive unlocked where you can get more lore about the gods and stuff. The Theomatics reward did get reset, so it is time to run more codexes. And you unlock the codices earlier in the game now, which is maybe nice for new players. Then, yeah, we can now change our profile with our cool stickers and everything. Love to see that. Draconian Supply will also get season missions, so basically progress to your battle pass if you do stuff for the new seasonal event. The memory fragments that we've been farming right now in the background. So yeah, I assume in game it's just lacking the exhaust attack cards. Still pretty good for 9, and I mean it's just this end order. You might even make a case that Serena might be useful with it. But yeah, Venture Evading or Exhausting skill casts plus 5% damage to amount of allies. Sounds very nice for some support characters too in the future. I feel like overall those will be good memory fragment sets, which, you know, I feel like 4P sets have been lacking a bit in the past. So seeing that being increased is nice. I guess I'm going for one more farm on this for sure too. Just have options. City notes and items will be added. So basically, if you played the game since day one, you probably have done all your policies at this point. Now we can unlock new research stuff. There's pretty good stuff in there, like, you know, more higher stamina cap, just reducing the costs for some of the things that are unit sync. You can unlock new items in Nono's shop. So I guess if you fully max out the tree again, more stuff to spend it on. And yeah, also reduce the policy recharge time, which means, you know, hey, more policy points. Just as well as, you know, just getting straight up more policy points. So yeah, we also just that new stuff you can get from the weekly shop this way. Pretty neat. We have new cash shop items. I will gloss over them. If you know, if you want to spend money on the game, firstly I would say get a battle pass if you don't have Nyx yet, and then also get a monthly pass. That is probably best value. But hey, if you really want 9 or any of the upcoming characters, it's options. We have some quality of life improvements. They're changing stockpile. There's changing save to stockpile. I did not really use Luke or something. So I'm not sure how important this is. We can store more memory fragments, which is nice since, you know, we got just new memory fragment sets. Some new sorting. HP of monsters above level 61 will scale higher. I guess we basically got buffs to all the characters more or less, so it's in line. We'll also buff the more endgame content, I guess. Yep. Then just, yeah, just more explanation for like enemies that have weakness or attributes and stuff like that that they added in the tower. And plenty of bug fixes. And that's it. That's all the cool new stuff in this patch. And I would say, yep, that is the cool stuff. We also have some new seasonal stuff, but you know, we can just look in game basically what is this. But yeah, we basically have, other than 9, have, you know, the new chaos that has cool new equipment that gives you stuff like temporary cards and stuff like that. And hopefully we will see that on our Codex one. We will be doing now. I think I'm just gonna get a partner from the store and we will go. I feel like I can live with doing it like this for now. Hey, I already used this button of, oh yeah, this is just new things I did not do, but hey, we read to the patch notes, so we know about those. Also, yeah, I guess what I should say, balance changes are separately. You can read through them. There's a lot of them. Covering them all right now would be maybe a bit too much. Yep. I wonder, is there any save data I need to adjust that I actually using? I think so. They did buff Tsukuyomi, which is like extremely nice for this. So it changed this, and this is just free. I can't wait to actually use this rule. I'm glad I got a tube. I also really need to optimize the memory fragments more. And the potential, actually, now that I think about it. Yes. That's probably one of the characters I want to invest in more. Yeah, let's not get too sidetracked. Get the new partner from the old shoppy. Which is the Pseudonym, no, it's the memory archive. One day I will learn it. So let's get her. I come home. I do love another woman with horns. Say stage 2. Oh, because Act 2 is I see, that's just new translation. That seems... I mean, fair. I was just... This was new text for me. Sorry, I got sidetracked again. So yeah, we have 9 here. Sign her new partner. I will say quickly, it's not like anybody really cares, but Wilhelmina is pretty good if you don't want to go for the 5-star partner. But hey, she pretty. I'm a bit sad that, partners have such nice designs you barely get to see. But yeah, honestly, okay, let's just upgrade her for a second. I actually realized I might also need more promotion material for her that I need to farm. Which would be a funny plunder, yeah, on my part, but I think that might happen. And this mental. We might need to farm a little bit more. Not. I do have this suspend up. I keep winning. Neat. Before I go to memory fragments, I did realize I did earn some pulls. Honestly, I can probably level up some characters to just get a 10 pulls. I need to get this. We do love gambling. Today is a nice day to gamble. We gonna maybe reach hard pity. Is there anyone I use often that I would want to level up? Level up Agna at this point. I really should level up Hugo a little bit at least. Got also slightly buffed this season. I think I really want to try out Venor at some point. Yeah, let's level up Magna. I know last few levels are kind of expensive. But she deserves it. She was my first 5-star. I was a bit bummed when I got her, not gonna lie. But, she did me a great service, and I'm looking forward to also maybe her being more useful with thanks to all the buffs she's gotten. Maybe get this man to level 40. Guess there's less reason to do this now, in a sense, to, you know, have people banked up. But, you know, having overall a usable roster is still nice. It's like this. Honestly, in a sense, I really always would like to level up my 4 stars a little bit more. Since, you know, those are characters everyone has, so highlighting them easier during gameplay would be neat, and actually knowing how to use them. But we have a lot of... Congratulations, my man. More pools. Then we will level also up Owen, my man. Okay, we don't have Owen. Okay. Maybe I lied. Let's try. Combo. 4 more pulls. I like the odds there. Let's go. What are we getting? Another million tube. I'm gonna lose it. It's, you know, Million is probably one of the best characters, but also I think she has the weakest tubes. What are we getting? Heavenly Flame Dragons, that's extra hit for the next 4 own basic attack cards. Changes to 6 cards. I mean, it's something. Something. Right, that was fun, actually. It's a sort of curiosity. Do I possess now? I really would love to slowly reach the point where I can just have 106 points. There we go. Where I can have all the characters on the standard banner, but will still maybe take a while. I really would love to get basically Calpi or Veronica at this point. So yeah, now I stalled again. Let's do get 9 memory fragments. What are we looking for? I would say I do like the Beast's Yearning, and we probably also just want the Executioner's tools. That is just how the game works. So we applied. What do we have? Critical damage and health, critical damage. I mean, health and defense, that's a lot of health and defense. Guess we want probably the stack, so damage is wasted. Let's see if I have anything. Critical damage and defense. It's probably what you want to go for. Critical chance defense for this. I guess what is also more interesting to see is actually on the spot where you can have more random rolls. Not sure why you really highlight health that much for her. I guess having more health on a tank is nice, but it is flat out defense. Sadly not. Percentage defense. Defense. Potential defense. Critical chance or critical damage. That one you probably will invest in. Health, order damage. She's order, right? This is where I lose my shit. She's order. I do need to learn at some point, but yeah, Queen is order. Queen is order. It's pretty good to see that. Yeah, I mean, they would highlight it. I do like that they highlight stuff, so yeah, I guess this really goes here. The health is sad, but don't need to Superman max this. We have defense, which is probably what we would want to look. This does look kind of very sexy for us. So yeah, with executioners here. Which means probably go with this here, even if it's not we can look where we get the best out of it. This, we absolutely want to go with this set. We do hate the flat defense, but it's also better than nothing. Critical chance like this. Or did we have anything amazing? If this is like sadly this is attack. Sometimes God give us, sometimes God they give this here. So yeah, we have 4 here. I want to change this in any of this then. Change this here. Which means is this alright then? This is better. I go back. We do activate every set right now. But let's go with the setup for now. I feel like I really like this one, even if it does not have defense. Okay, I really like this one with defense on it. Upgrade you. Or damage over time to those were horrible things we've gotten. Is what it is. The upgrades a little bit more. I'd want to change them a bit in the future up. I hope for some those are Walls of Time. Which one did I really like? I do like this one a lot. Upgraded. I mean, Eagle Recovery is still a nice stat. I'm starting to. Yeah, we like seeing the defense like this. That is a good one. Huh? This is not a good one. So yeah, we have a defense of 310, which actually does not sound that big. What was it? Point. It's greater than 300 plus 5 every 10 defense exceeding 300 at a % to the modifier. So now we at 7%, but ultimately I would want 40 more defense somehow on this character. There's a bit of min-maxing to do then. It's kind of sad that she also does not have tested node gain. To be honest, I really like that about the last character. I go maybe save a second on. I think she's quite well enough equipped to get some judgment in how she performs. Guess we can also figure out who we want to run, but I would say basically run her with an archer for sure. Let's go. Yeah, I think we can basically quickly do one codex run. Maybe I will also get to later stream this evening again. We want to reroll this one. It was nice knowing you. I mean, we cannot get save data out of this one. But that sounds like fun. Honestly, I mean, this save data value 14 is also so nice. Does it have cannot vest, take care of discarded minus credits, cannot vest, monster skin 42. It's a bit spicy. But I do like the sound of it. Interesting. Using codex swap to the coordinate system. Yes. I guess to play it safe. Wonder if it's really worth it. I guess you're supposed to get better epiphanies. But yeah, I think what we are basically doing is replace her with 9. I would say using Calipe would be probably best support. Who would really work otherwise well with her? I mean, we have her with shielding, we have her for some sustain. And Savannah should basically nuke. I think we're running it like this. It might be not the best showcase of 9, but maybe this is a good way to get first impressions still. And you know, 4 times the Chaos Ops does sound like fun. Will not be enough to really in seasonal data. I might just do also stream tomorrow of this again to find to it. Let's enter. Sounds like this. I'm slightly spooked, but I'm interested to see how the mythical cool bear ones actually work like. Ooh. Oh, no, don't skip to this. It's new. Share breath. Remember. Increase damage amount by 200% for each hit decreased on an attacker. Each hit decreased. Location destruction. Increase max health, increase credit, select one. Obtain one among 3 random new to legendary cards. We are gonna get less credits. But max health is also honestly pretty decent. Max health. For the epiphanies, I think you do start with haste, so getting this early is also neat. Hi Hidin, they buffed Orlea. The Magna can crit. They did a lot of good balance changes for sure. I say when, I mean, I really wanted to run Chizuru more since he also got buffed a lot. Honestly, I am very hyped for this patch overall. Winning the battle in a normal battle area, there's a 30 chance for random rare legendary crate equipment to PS reward. Gain 1 random piece of legendary equipment, increase the health of monsters. I would say we go before. Leadership is kind of in a sense gotten a lot worse now that we don't really want to convert cards anymore. To be fair, it's not like I'm playing this one for the save data. Does it look different? I guess we actually don't even sure if it does have the dimensional tunnels on it. How did it end up with dimensional tunnels? Was it just... Maybe I screwed up when I generated this. But hey, we have cool God one. Yeah, let's go like straight path. Actually, this must be slightly different since, you know, we have two, so that this might be just new thingy. We want to get here, so probably this route. We're skipping any stinky campfires that do not have a shop. In a sense, shop became less important also, but I would say they're still worth a lot more. We have enemies here that do not break. That is where I realized I did not really run that many of the other chaoses other than Lab Zero at this point in my life. I can't believe the nerf my boy Cassius. He got hit hard. I'm kind of more sad by the Twister nerfs because he didn't deserve it as much. But yes, it is what it is. I do understand that he was maybe too good, but maybe I feel like he went too far when kneecapping him. How do we play this now? I mean, I guess we do kind of ignore. I'm sorry, game. Okay, this is straight up a kill. I'm realizing. This is a kill. We won't take damage. That is what we live for. Yeah, I guess we still cycle automatically anyways through this though. That is also lovely to see. It's also kinda a bad hand, to be honest. 102% shield versus 108, but you are a defense character. Honestly, making him full-on defense build with just Magna, maybe if I would get Callipine 9 or something like that would also be neat. He's debuffed the other part of his kits and increased his floor. That is true. I mean, they kind of buffed all the supporters with the healing, which is very interesting to see how they balance the rest of the game from now on then. Honestly, show me... I wanted to say show me the cool epiphany, but we'll say it later. Fate got Fatal Strike into Porosity. Man, I'm starting to realize this is not a great chaos for 7, huh? Maybe I should have bought somebody else. Homing lasers keep winning though. Need some damage. I mean, that's not really enough. But we just hope that overall I have enough sustain. Yep. Yeah, right now I would love to get some card removal. Guess he did not get any at the start. Maybe 2 use have just less base cards in my deck. We cycle this and then we just use it. Like OAS isn't going to do much aside from Softy stack. Yeah, I feel like for Leah you still need to wait till they do bigger reworks to her. But also I'm not a Olia expert, I did not really run her yet. It's just overall nice to see that, you know, other than the 2 4-stars they got it. We overall just got buffs to maybe make the combatants more equal to each other. New film steal with Sacred Sand. Epiphany. Success event repeated. I mean, sure. We got enough rerolls. We gain credits if we do it one more time. Now I'm starting to think it was not worth it, but here we go. Fucking hell. Here you go. I hope you're happy. Maybe you should have just gotten Epiphany. Enjoy your nap. Have a nice day. And good luck if you play. I'm assuming we'll play the game at some point and pull for new characters. Actually ravage our people. We never know what hit them. I love being suddenly overpowered again. We stay down. I would also like to see the Epiphany reroll, but it's not like we got any Epiphanies yet. That should do it like this to ravage easier. Maybe that was overkill. You get a homing laser, you get a homing laser. Everyone get a homing laser today. He pulls fire. I'm really not using 9 much. I must admit that. But maybe we'll get her to pop off too. I mean, it kind of depends on just what bonuses we can get from Nacha. It should synergize in the future. We go up, down. As going up now is one more event. And I do have no idea about any events in this one. It's Epiphany one time, forcefully get a curse, convert a card into frequent bait or fight. Do like the sound of fighting. Famous last words. Like, encounters like this can be very dangerous. You have vampirism. It creates Persic Spore onto the Vampire. For Spore invocation, reduced by 1 when being hit. But at least one changes action. Sure, if you want to hit you often or not in that case. And this monster deals damage recover equal. You might wanna get rid of the ads in that case. To do is just Cosmic Remarks does also sound kind of an extra bonus. Honestly, get that on the boss going. I like her dress. It's a bit sad, but yeah, I overall really like the design of basically the partners more often than the combatants. Also flying. You poor fool. Really need also the upgrade card to just generate homing lasers. Oh, we went. We could have probably just gone for face.
서두르도록 버틸 수 있다면 버텨봐라. 준비는 끝났다.
You're dead.
나쁘지 않네요.
She does have some damage. Oh, this just gain epiphany. I do feel like buffing our mid. They maybe love seeing a shining core. Hey, that was not worth it. Right, time for another battle.
오싹오싹 두근두근 가보자고. 조준하겠습니다. 급속 충전 시스템 가동. 코발트 윈 대기 중.
Okay.
조준하겠습니다.
Oh, that's just straight up fake summon. That's funny.
코발트 윈
Let's save it then.
3년. 조준해 3년. 코발트 윈
Let's spread out our homing lasers. We
조준하겠습니다.
want to get them back.
조준 완료. 코발트 라이트. 코발트 윈 대기 중.
And you know, I do like the idea of just disrupting people as much as we can.
코발트 윈
Also, damage on
3년. 조준하겠습니다.
someone like you.
3년. 조준 완료. 코발트 라이트. 조준하겠습니다. 3년. 조준 완료.
You know,
코발트 라이트.
don't even need the gimmick cards to play Hugh for cheaper if you can just, you know,
대상을 집중.
keep faking all the enemies.
코발트 라이트.
You love to see that.
조준하겠습니다. 서두르도록. 코발트 윈. 핫! 준비는 끝났다.
We quit those. Well, we do kinda just confuse them.
좀 아플 거다.
We do love quickly cycling.
준비는 끝났다.
Can Fatal Strike and then just, I guess, get rid of you.
3년. 황금 함정이요? 다음 공격.
That is a bit spooky looking at it.
버틸 수 있다면 버텨봐라. 준비는 끝났다.
You know, she does have big bursts of damage.
서두르도록.
Probably also should use an eco skill in some way. Do like the sound of some Ovacity, maybe.
심장할 때 절망이
Honestly, I feel like an attack like this should just be big AoE. Can I pick?
준비는 끝났다.
It should.
한 번에 쓰러지지.
Nice.
서두르도록.
Then we can end this man.
바랄게 봐라.
That was a big unnecessary quit, but we love to see it. Yeah, other than like just getting the damage ticks from the stinky negative modifier,
코발트 라이트.
we are doing God's work. It's Epiphany's shoe. Sure. Having mealtime is pretty decent. I'm starting to feel like I'm not getting my promised equipment that I got selected from the Fate, but it is what it is. OST is also very nice.
단번에
Something neat. We hunger.
코발트 조 3년. 3년. 뭘 하면
We shackles of hunger.
힘을 빌려줘. 준비됐어. 끝없는 고통. 뭘 하면 자.
And cycling to Hue for free. I feel like just the thing that we're cycling to for Hue for free, man, I cannot speak. It's so nice.
조준하겠습니다.
How do we do this? I think we do want to just concentrate on 7 damage.
어떤
This should be hopefully enough to just end my man.
해드릴게요. 선물.
It's a straightforward encounter. Got a Cobalt Light. I guess maybe I should have gone with the extra trauma mode. Because I'm not getting that many epiphanies, I'm realizing. Upgrade card is used. X damage to all enemies. Sure, we really want to replace that in the future. Give me my rewards. And then we do get 1 vest in. Man, oh yeah, we cannot even vest. Guess it's just...
알겠어. 엘리시온도 쉬고 싶어 했거든.
Why is this free? I need to do 1 free training. Getting a tag is pretty neat for this, honestly. Fighting won't save you. These credits gains an epiphany, forcefully obtain curse cards, equipment Lepidoda swing. Start of the battle, evade. Now, should I be doing this? I don't know. But we can get rid of Mofga. She is my natural enemy after all. Exhaust this.
준비는 끝났다. 좋다. 실력 좀 볼까? 코발트 선물. 선물.
Oh, you changed my costs. It's interesting.
한 번에 쓸어주지.
And honestly,
곤란해하시는
since we are kind of big ego, maybe this is still not that dangerous. Oh. This gives us an epiphany, I see. Anon cannot be powered. Oh, don't. Don't do this to me. Well, I guess I have to actually restart my game quickly. This patch day. This patch day.
카오스 제로 나이트메어.
I just hope that, you know, the one will work now.
축제에는 이런 경치.
BRB? I might be faking the game, huh? Okay, do not use 7, I guess. You 9. I guess we want bottom wo. Der Wiener. Phone. I will challenge der Wiener. I guess it counts as a dimensional toy. Guess we can ask. Sign. Yes. I lead a completely different armor condo. Arena unfolds. Challenger. Close quarter combat. What are you? Weapon supply when max health is lower than 10%. Create an Avena card. Guess we can farm this for cards? Interesting. We should start off with this just to farm beverages, I would say. Oh, this also does not have much HP though. Interesting. Oh, the Cobalt Light extra damage did go right. More velocity. Gonna get hit in the face anyways. But not for enough damage to matter. Okay. Defense base damage to all enemies. 320 damage, double the effect of vulnerable. I see. All things that synergize with 9. I guess AoE does work very. This seems very great for Yuki too. The highest cost card. Guess you just want to fighting spirit. Not sure what I would want from attack, but maybe let's look at this first, the cycle. I mean, having mealtime in hand is nice. Maybe plasma missile. So missile does sound like fun. You do actually do as an AoE. And quicker cycling. Let's see where this goes. Yes, damage, vulnerable, weaken, agony. Pretty decent, I would say. Make you. Can just flat out kill you. So let's do that before you do anything. Try to bully this man maybe. Yeah, AoE characters really will enjoy the arena. So much damage. Honestly. I'm quick. Yes, fuck. We'll have to see this. Can we? We can fake you, which is something. We can kill you. With heavy blow each even turn. 200% damage, double the effect of. We do like this on 7 for now, since you know this is just damage. Interesting though. For Schweiz. Give me reward. Take this. When When throwing next source card of this unit to an ally ability, activate immediately. Oh, Increase damage amount of source cards. The start of battle, if owning 33 or more cards, increase damage amount of attack. I mean, honestly, this does. We can put it on any equipment, not only the arena equipment. Let's see. This is for you. Neat. I mean, Silence should really profit from this too. I can't believe it still did not get any meditate things. We want to remove some of our garbage. Let's get rid of this. Now this is tempting, but I also know we won't get much. Sadism is also interesting. I guess interesting. Yeah, let's leave. Let's look at training. Ambush? Why not? Why not? Really could use some epiphanies, no? No, I guess no. Huh. Maybe going for veracity again would help a lot. No matter what, you're gonna get some shielding. It's annoying. Iceman or speed. That's a very cheap meal. You know, go for the mealtime. I did not realize how amazing mealtime can be for AoE situations. But I'm now a believer. Beautiful. Oh, you also inheriting the things does sound very great. I guess you should probably get this. Oop. Peter's dump site. First aid kit. End of battle recover 5% of mix. You know what? Since we do have the garbage going on, probably put it on you. I know we are wasting potential HP gain, but block is not really doing other than that. Bit of more garbage. Probably get a bit of this. It's just to like getting a free sadism. I think it really matters on we're putting this. You have a good point. You probably do want to just trigger you. What's this? Hard war. We might want to save this. some ads. You change actions at below. Or defeat some ones so you're getting reckless. Always use your upgrade. Oh, that is like if you're homing laser, you will just bake beautiful. Right, that was a straightforward turn. Another monster dies. Honestly, I'm not sure we care even too much about that. Oh, they don't have tenacity. And I do need to attack you. I do also do this in Fighting Spirit. Actually, does it still target the boss if it's... No, it does not. That is good to know. One attack card won't help us. It's... not care too much about what is happening, to be honest. I do want to do it like this if I use cool character. I mean, didn't even need the best. A copied Fatal Strike is probably kinda neat. Quickly cycle. And Ravage plus 100% damage to the next on attack card. Critical hit. Man. I do like this. I do also like getting the hammer though. Oh, to the interior part. Yeah, we can end this before I have to go to dinner and maybe have another stream later. Use the hit count of basic cards. Mobile is probably the best one. This is a comfort dungeon. We have more arenas coming up. I guess you can only still have one arena per floor. Does it move us randomly? I'm not sure if it did. Let's go bottom half. I mean, we are entering the arena for sure. Get blasted. Should have probably done it. Not. Oh, stun is a thing I did not know of. But those effects on the characters are new, right? Fatal Strike me. Oh, we have the cool hue. Might even get an actual upgrade for once. Yeah, I just get more velocity. We kinda do rely on velocity to keep us alive. By vulnerable to the target. Card was exhausted. This turn increased damage amount of this card by 30. So damage. I do rather take the vulnerable. And we stay in the middle. Oop. After material or get equipment or fight them. Honestly, I never trust any bozos. This is a bad setup for us though. I guess we decided on killing this man instead. Yes. I guess we can eat the damage. We get it in, but also hold on ego points. And the less damage, the better. And get blasted to hell. Mark, I mean, sure Mark. Oop, let's do it. Yeah, I guess I'm a bit sad that mechanically it's just copied dimensional tunnel. I do understand, but you know, the actual equipment part seems insane to me. Experience. Vulnerable could still be nice. I guess we're not really gonna trigger this, sadly. Let's give me a shining core and hope that we can basically, yeah, okay. We can this. That is sad. The cobalt light. Minus that. It's not honestly the outcome I wanted to see. What the hell is this man? Cyborg automaton. Oh, he wants to not get hit often. I love being lucky. One hits overdrive and being hit sturdiness. So much I'm taking from arena cards. Okay. Just play the gimmick, I guess. Punch. Pain exhaust. 500% damage retaining. Plus 50% activation chance. I see. Interesting. Interesting boss fight. A piece. We want to just play that. Oh, that was baller damage. That was not what he... That was the boss of all time. Harpoon. Create 1 pierce each odd turn. 100% damage, vulnerable, weaken, agony. Yes. I mean, actually, why not? Right? Why shouldn't I? Swipes. When a free cost or higher card is activated, 1 AP. Start of battle, we don't. When drawing an exhaust card of this unit. Maybe we put this on you. We might sometimes do this. Bye, Lizard Man. It does not teleport us. That's good intel. I mean, honestly, it has given me a Sacred Strike. I did not think I could only take it on you, but still interesting for you. Do we go top or bottom? It has a shop and some elites. I guess I feel like bottom is probably the way to go. Does the man on his own? Would be too bad. Getting pierced at the start of every combat this way. I guess we're gaining more, but do we? I think we can probably just stagger him on our own. Maybe get some obesity. Yeah, he is gonna bad time for sure. And he did not even get to act. His action count reduce the cost. That is yep. And even the fortitude is for once not wasted. Law of the jungle. That's a lot of bosses. Then the focus success ever 17. Honestly. Fucking hell yeah. That sounds like such a fun fight. You're the one that gets upset when using non-attack cards. What do you do? Recruit a number of monsters. You're not gonna stand much longer to even get upset at me. Oh, that is a baby fight. Heart of Gold, Sage. How do proceed? I do want the card removal probably. Just actually go upper path and then down. Just get into at the end of turn shield, initiation unique. I guess having initiation is neat. Not much else, sadly. Yes, just to play it safe. It is an elite after all. And gain some velocity. Oh, it's the man that I don't want to hit. Action when a card is... Yeah, okay. Don't hit him after he acted. That's a bit toxic against us. I also really would love to trigger voluntary control though. And then we just use probably Fighting Spirit against our man. That was a good hit. Oh, he also changed his pattern, even better. And why would with this card decrease cost? Why would with this card? I guess go with slightly cheaper Kobold lasers and more lasers. Of the swarm. Help. Please max health. Formica's spoken spear. Please damage. Divine Epiphany. Honestly, sounds pretty neat. And honestly, rolling an 8 should not be that hard exactly. Maybe I should just get a fast forward going again. I do realize this action count and 2 vulnerable. Exhaust 2 random cards of other combatants in hand. For each card exhausted to this ability, increase damage amount of the next card used. 2 random exhaust cards of other combatants. Guess we do just go with Fatal Strike that is vulnerable for the Queen. Then we go to the store. I mean, maybe replace this. He might lose us. But honestly, I wish you would get more of this currency since you need a lot of this. It's sad to see. Yeah, now we have 2 shops in a row if you can afford it. I do think I cannot afford it actually. What do we move at this point? Probably get rid of this. I'm never gonna play it, let's be honest. Let's look at this. I do like Quick Draw. Maybe we have enough. We will see. If we replace some equipment, we might have enough. If not, does this man do anything cool? Not yet, at least. And our man. So that we did not to actually break him. It's probably not worth it. Hey, if we sadism, we'd love to see. Cheaper hue, huh? There's a few things we could be doing. I've not used too that many options, to be honest. Need a hue. Fatal Strike. Actually, this is a waste now, right? Since I really would want to play this level. I mean, okay. Not punished because Man is still dead, but it was a misplay. I mean, might as well. Say might as well, but... Good. I guess we still go bottom. Yeah, this will be 240 now, which I cannot afford. No, it's 200, I can afford this. Probably get... get rid of a slash.
저도 가끔은
Those are a skip for sure.
합니다. 준비됐어.
And get sadism down. Honestly, having 3 Taunt is something our deck lacks, and we can very much take great advantage of. Is there anyone that is attacking? No. Then I will not read in Sos Blast. 1 EP, or, you know, give me more card draw.
조준하겠습니다.
And
조준 완료.
he did make himself invisible, which is a bit spooky. Maybe I should read what other people.
코발트 위 3년. 조준 완료. 코발트 라이트. 조준하겠습니다. 3년. 준비는
Slash at my man.
서두르도록.
I mean, I guess I'd rather use... Oh no, I can use both. Never mind me, I'm being a silly Billy. Oh. Just end this man.
방금 그거 엄청났어.
Honestly, might not be that relevant, but why not? Still not really damage. I'm not scared.
준비는 끝났다.
So I guess activate this.
이건 좀 아플 거다. 준비는 끝났다.
We have to attack you.
서두르도록.
Make you like this then.
배하지 마. 조준 완료. 코발트 라이트. 서두르도록. 코발트 윙 3년. 조준하겠습니다.
I still very much do want to use you though. Maybe Pale Shooting Star would have been more damage. Let's get rid of some pleats. And eat the damage. This is for one just slightly dangerous encounter.
함장님, 서두르도록. 다음 공격의 대비책은 있으시겠죠? 준비는 끝났다.
And just do this to cycle.
코발트
And pierce and Cobalt Laser.
조준 완료. 코발트 라이트.
That is not who I wanted to hit, to be honest.
힘을
But also, who cares? So we can meal time.
전부 삼켜버려.
My man is still kicking.
소용없다.
Oop.
코발트 윙.
I mean, yeah, that is peak wasted, but it is what it is. Give me one more elite. I mean, I don't know about this dungeon, but I feel like elites at the end are easier than normal encounters anyways. What's up?
실력 서두르도록. 이건 좀 아플 것.
Bully our man. Also, I've used this already. Now this, I feel like I'm misplaying the order a lot.
코발트 윙 급속 충전 시스템 가동. 조준하겠습니다.
I had to fake this, man.
3년. 코발트 윙 대기 3년. 3년. 조준 완료. 코발트 라이트. 조준하겠습니다. 3년. 3년. 3년.
And then it was only one worm.
엄청났어.
Beautiful. Yep.
코발트 윙 대기 준비는 끝났다.
I mean, be fatal strike, baby.
조준하겠습니다.
With this. Okay, my man will not act. I am still super powerful. I say using probably the most powerful character still. I should probably exchange this. Why not? Let you live. Like a divine epiphany, yes. Let's do this. I'm not scared of you.
코발트 윙 조준하겠습니다. 코발트 윙 대상을 집중 타격합니다.
We did not. No, we did get it off 2 times. We did not waste it. Yippee! Yeah, but I gave you a fair fighting chance here, I feel like. Do I want the divine epiphany? I mean, this is probably one of the most important cards. Sneak. Source the film. But always attack weakness is interesting. Also, your ironclad just means stronger version, right? So yeah, either we get a stronger version or we... This is... That doesn't transfer actually, does it? I guess we want just this then. We want obsidian sword on anyone? I mean, honestly, yes. Is it? It increases damage amount. Here you go. And let's look at our free card. Honestly, it's gonna be funny, so it's also to her. Love to see that. Bye. Let's eat the insect. Yummy. Remote all monsters. You do probably should not just ignore all of them. Maybe we should have. Now I'm committed to trying to get rid of the fighters. I say draw me a card. That's something. Did not trigger sadism, sad. I mean, still from the Sanka for sure. You want a shining core, so you have fighting spirit at me. Then I guess just to be sure, do a disorder. Say this on me. Oh, we do not want this. We don't want to exhaust this. I mean, it's still better cycling in a second. What's that? Jesus Christ. I mean, this really does not matter. Shell Buckhorn. 50% attack, man. I'm starting to realize. What did they even do? Barrage. It's always so nice. I do realize that, there are very cool equipments that I never used. And Ravage fixed damage to the target. Huh. Well, that was nice. Battle completo.
방주는 오늘도 안전하답니다.
Right, we upgraded that at least. And we did get 4,000 pockets on this one. I thought this would be too low level. We have another funny one that does not give you save data. Or we have one that just, gives you tier 50. So, assuming increased stress. Do like maybe having one on the back row with just save data value 50. Interesting. I have to see that. That's a lot of early rewards. You still need. I think they did not change how much you overall need. Maybe it changed the max level? Did it? I know that last time it did not reach it because it was a lot of. You can also reward from meeting the gods. Not incentive to do those. And then we see baby. I want to progress this one for sure. Yeah, I feel like you do gain currency to progress this so much slower. Might even be case made to reset this so I can more quickly. I really want this one. I really want to basically increase epiphany chance. Yeah, it's gonna be kind of expensive to go through, isn't it? But hey, I guess we have so many Chaos Orbs we can now just spend on things. Oop. And yeah, a lot of more weeklies, so I guess also go quickly to the store and get more Gamba. We also should have gotten some rewards from doing this. Oink. Beautiful. Honestly, being able to use other codexes this season means I can maybe actually also level up all the other chaoses. Yeah, we really also want the Flash of Potential. Maybe I save this for later then, because that should be probably my priority to get. And this one. Shop is stacked now. But yeah, let's wait Musty since he is also streaming this and he's cool. And thanks for watching, everyone. Yeah, probably maybe I will do another stream of this tomorrow, which would be pretty though. I do enjoy the season's content so far. It looks very interesting. So yeah. Thanks and bye bye for now.